broadly,
Broadly.
I would I would go 100% all in on AI and Chat GPT or Grok, whatever, you know what I mean, whatever Hogwarts school you want. If it's Slytherin, you know,
Hogwarts.
you got Gryffindor with Chat GPT, you got Slytherin with Gronk. Figure out which LLM you want to invest your life into because that's going to be your greatest source of guidance apart from God. Like God is giving you a tool of AI. You need to really invest time into seasoning your LLMs because that's going to give you the most personalized answers towards whatever your goals and visions are, right? Like that to me, I think is not being taken advantage enough of. People utilize it in a way that's not conducive to their vision, to their purpose, to their future. And so I would start there. I would start there. And then you start to prompt it in regards to like, okay, this is my vision. These are my goals. This is what I want. This is the lifestyle I want, the type of relationships I want. Which countries, based on projections of the data that you're seeing, analyze it for the next generation, not just next 5 years, but like for the future. Where am I best positioned? Where am I going to be valued the most based on my skill sets, right? Like you combine all of that, and then it'll give it to you. Like it'll provide those answers for you, and then from there you just come out with a plan. Like take some time to really evaluate what your plan is, and take advantage of online. We're doing this because this is where the future of currency is. All of it is going to be digital. You know, you see the CBDC, everything's becoming digitalized. Money, currency, content, value, networking. It starts from the cloud and it's going to end to the land, right? The Balaji philosophy. You have to understand it and stop trying to fight this shit. It's not going to help you. Like, understand where the world is going, where the waves are going, like you would in the stock market, right? You just see the trends, you see the data, you analyze, and you make the investments. Take your emotions out of it. Like, and that's where a lot of the internal work comes into play, right? Like the grounding, the spiritualization of you know, you have Duskia, all of that. That's where I would start. Focus on yourself, build yourself up, your relationship with God, because that's going to really set you apart, especially in today's day and age. And then build your ship, build your arc, and then from there you kind of navigate based because everything's changing so rapidly that you want to be adaptable. You want to be flexible. Now is not the time to be making decisions. Now is the time to be prepared to make any decision, whatever that is, in alignment with what the future holds, right? Because we're all watching, we're all seeing BRICS and China and India and Russia get together. We're seeing America and what they're, you know what I mean? We're seeing the tariffs, we're seeing all of it. And even with Warren Buffett, I was looking into him. He's pulling out all his money. I think he took like 25% of his cash flow out because he's ready. And he did that. The last time he did that was 2004, in preparation. I mean, he didn't know it at the time, but the crash, because we're seeing it. We're seeing the signals of a recession. We're seeing, I mean, they're not going to tell you that, but like, you got to think for yourself, right? So like, it's really, now is the time to prepare yourself internally, physically, mentally, emotionally, because there's a war that's going to break out. And it may not be in the way that we understand it, but ultimately you just want to be well equipped to bounce and just have plans in place for that preparation. So that's the advice I can give to everyone. I think that's just across the board. And then where you go, I mean, from there, if you survive it all, like, yeah, I think that's probably somewhere in the Middle East or Asia. I think that's probably your best bet in terms of safety. But get your bread up. That's the really, yeah. Get your bread up.
Yes,